Welcome to today's class. This morning we'll be looking at safety tips. I want to ensure that all my subscribers are safe while driving. In driving, safety is the number one thing you should look at. Whatever you have to do to remain safe, you go ahead and do them. And for me, I tell my people to obey all traffic rules and regulations. Sometimes these traffic rules and regulations can be very inconveniencing, but they are there for a reason. It's not for decoration, to decorate the roads. They are there for a reason. And we want to avoid embarrassing crashes or accidents caused by not obeying these traffic rules and regulations. Another thing you must also know is that you have to be patient while on the road. Some of us are so impatient that you want to run the red light, you want to, just be the only one on the road. You can't be the only one on the road. So that's why it's important for you to obey these rules and regulations. And then avoid listening to loud music. Who are you playing the music for? You're playing the music for yourself. Sometimes it gets so loud that it's difficult for anybody within the car to even hear you when you're talking. Loud music can be a very big source of distraction. So you should avoid them. Now I'm going to give you 10 important road safety tips for all drivers. So while you drive, I hope you have your pen, your paper to take down these notes. Number 1, think safety first. Anytime you drive, the first thing that what should preoccupy your mind should be safety. You're moving from your house to work, your house to a place of worship, your house to the market. You don't intend to end your journey halfway. Your plan is to get to your destination and come back in one piece. So these tips I'm going to be giving you will help you to do that. So the first thing I said is think safety first. Attend a formal driving school. This is now for people who don't, some of us are so funny. I used to hear people say, waiting there to learn driving. Just buy motor, since it's automatic, enter them, put your leg, you are off. That is very wrong. That's the beginning of the whole mistake or mistakes you make while you're driving. You should do what? Attend a formal driving school, like my school, Flame Driving School. Attend a formal driving school, and then learn to drive correctly. Learn the right skills. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2, again, after you have attended school, pass the road test. Do a road test by a professional. Pass the test and follow the procedure, the right procedure to get a valid driver's license. I hear people, they will tell me, if I tell them you have to do a CBT, you have to come for lectures, they tell you, be Nigeria. Be Nigeria. I don't do license without any, my friend do, follow anything. I told them, I used to tell them, it's no longer that way. You have to follow the right process. If you cannot follow the right process when I'm in charge, when I'm the administrator, please find another school or find somewhere else to do it, because I will be the last person to follow any dubious means to give you or to get you a valid driver's license. I must ensure that you go through the right process. Now, develop the right attitude to safety. That's the next thing you are going to do. And you should learn to drive defensively. Defensive driving is another topic we are going to be looking at. But here we say develop the right attitude to safety and defensive driving. Be patient and don't do what? Don't drink and drive. Patience always comes in. This is the second time or third time I'm mentioning that you should learn the act of patience while driving. Before you embark on any journey or any driving activity, ensure that the vehicle is in good working condition. There's something we do. Some of us, as soon as we insert the key, this is the car key, for example. Once you put the key and starts, and the car answers you, that's all. You do what? Once the car kicks up, you just turn on engage your gear, and off you go. It's a very bad habit. You should form the habit of what? Of checking the vehicle before you move. I say before you embark on any driving activity, ensure the vehicle is in good working condition. Conduct a daily vehicle parade. There's what we call vehicle parade. I will still discuss that in the subsequent class. The vehicle daily parade, where you check some very vital parts of the vehicle, like the level of water, level of engine oil, level of your gear oil, level of your automatic transmission oil. All these basic checks, by the time you carry them out, before going out, it saves you a lot. So we call that vehicle parade, daily vehicle parade. Now the next thing you do to be safe while driving is you plan your route. Leave early. If, for example, you know you have to get to a destination, you can plan your route. You leave early, and then identify potential road hazards. Potential road hazards. And then traffic congestions. If you don't like hold-ups, like me, I don't like hold-ups. You should know the route you're going to take, okay? And how to avoid getting into one of those traffic congestions. Actually, it can be very, very tiring and very frustrating, to say the least. Now, the next thing you do to be safe is to understand the best protection for you inside the vehicle. It says the best protection inside the vehicle is the use of seat belts. Now, do you have to wait for the road safety or the law enforcement officers to force you to use your belt? Do they love you more than you love yourself? Okay, so it's not important. You should know that the use of seat belt is as important as anything you need to do to remain safe. So when you embark on, as soon as you enter your vehicle and you're about to move, after you have entered the vehicle, you have properly adjusted your seat and everything, strap yourself to the seat belt. Strap yourself to the seat. Use your seat belt. While driving, avoid distractions like talking with a friend. Immense discussion with your friend. You talk and you laugh. You forget you're driving. It can be a very big problem. And also with other passengers, you shouldn't be talking and laughing and driving. In driving, we say you don't have extra sense to do anything else. The only thing you can do in driving is to drive. Obey traffic signs and signal lights, including lights for pedestrian crossing. Somebody showed a video in some parts of the world. We call them advanced countries. We're also advanced here, isn't it? Now, in these places, the person was crossing the road and was doing a video at the same time. I think the person was crossing the road and doing a video at the same time. So he said, he now told he was talking to his audience. He said, watch while I cross this pedestrian zebra crossing rather. So as soon as he stepped into the zebra crossing, all the vehicles coming towards him stopped, and then he walked majestically and crossed. He did it like 5 times, and all those 5 times the vehicles were stopping. Nobody honked. I've also noticed it when I traveled sometime. I traveled somewhere else, and then I mistakenly stood at the zebra crossing. I was overlooking the other side of the road, but I was standing at the zebra crossing, and all the vehicles stopped. So that is how, that's the right thing to do. Okay, so you should obey the traffic signals and then pedestrian crossings. Do not overrun the red light. I noticed when